Hello everybody and welcome back to my Magic Duel of Champions. So, first of all, there's a thing I should have said last week at the beginning, but I forgot it. Even though I said it in the last week's video at the end, I think that maybe I'll just repeat it once again, just in case you missed it in the last video, because this is fairly important. Mainly it's the fact that YouTube's private message system is, to say the least, fucked up. Yeah, I know. Harsh words, but that is kinda true. Well, apparently... Well, at least I, if not everyone, but I am not getting any notifications about new incoming private messages. So, if you are trying to contact me via YouTube's private message, there is a huge chance I won't even be aware of it, because YouTube is a bitch and won't give any sort of notification to me. So in order to make sure that you did not contact, or that you have contacted, or whatever, I would have to manually go into the YouTube's inbox. And actually, YouTube's inbox, of course, is not out in the open, in the plain sight with easy access, but it's hidden somewhere deep in the YouTube settings stuff and things. So it's quite annoying getting to it, and let's be honest, I don't get in there too often, just because it is annoying to get in there. So yeah. Not the best idea to send me private message if you want to get a reply, or I don't know, after sending a private message because there is a matter you would like to discuss more privately, drop me a comment under a video, because yeah, I'm getting notifications about the comments. I can see all the comments on the freaking front page, but if you're sending me a private message, there's nothing to inform me about it. That's a huge bummer. Though, apparently, if you'd send me a private message, and then I'd somehow find this private message of yours, and reply to it, and then you'd reply to my reply to this message, there is a huge chance I will get notified about this reply. But not about the original message, which is totally weird, totally fucked up, and I don't know why YouTube is doing that. Honestly, there is nothing I can do about it, because it's definitely... Or could I? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe someone already created some sort of mod for Chrome, at least, that will fix this little issue. Though there is nothing certain, and I don't know. I have no freaking idea. I'm not a web developer. I have no idea what can be done with YouTube's and what can't be done. So, yeah, if you want to discuss something privately, send a message, but drop a comment under some video. That's more likely that I will see it and thus respond to it. Otherwise, if you've sent me some messages and I haven't replied to them, I'm really sorry, but I just wasn't aware that there are messages coming in. Okay, so enough of the YouTube rant, let's get to the Infernal Pit, and what we're having in Infernal Pit this week, on Wednesday. Oh no, sorry, on Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday? Yep, on Tuesday. On Tuesday we'll be having a Crimson Wizard. Let's just type in Crimson because it's easier, and here we are, the Crimson Wizard. Not to be confused with Crimson Apprentice. And I'd basically say that, you know, Crimson Wizard is kind of like Crimson Apprentice's older brother. Should I really say older? Maybe just a younger brother. Yeah, it's like I've been looking at these cards and I'm really confused. Why is that? Because look at the Crimson Wizard. He is a little bit more expensive, requires a little bit more might to deploy, though in exchange he's giving you a little bit more attack and a little bit more health. Though it's worth mentioning, a little bit. Okay, so let's get to his special abilities. So, first of all, immune to retaliation, but that's, to say the least, typical for shooters. But friendly beastman creatures adjacent to a friendly wizard creature gain +1 health. Now, why I'm not really convinced about it? Because now take a little brief look at the Crimson Wizard's quote-unquote younger brother, Crimson Apprentice. Or actually... you know, well, looking at Crimson Wizard, I'm pretty sure he's a dude. Male. But, at Crimson Apprentice... I'm not so sure, you know. His face doesn't really look that manly, should be more squared off to be more manly, and long hair that doesn't really seem to have boobs, so I don't know. Let's assume they are both guys. Okay, just for the sake. So yeah, Beastman creatures adjacent to Crimson Apprentice gain +1 attack. Friendly Beastman creatures gain charge. Now, this is one thing worth noting, that when you have one Crimson Apprentice, all your friendly Beastman creatures gain charge. For Crimson Wizard, only friendly Beastman creatures adjacent to a friendly Wizard creature gain Swift and +1 health. So, of course, any Beastman adjacent to Crimson Wizard will get these bonuses. Any other Beastman creatures adjacent to Crimson Apprentice, who by being adjacent to Crimson Apprentice will gain -1 attack, will get -1 health and bonus swiftness. But, well, actually I wonder how it works. Yeah, that's yet another thing regarding the flipped out mechanics of the game. Yeah, because gain swift and +1 health, but it's working only as long as the creature is adjacent to a Crimson Wizard. So I wonder if it would work like if I have Beastman with 4 health. He moves next to a Crimson Wizard, he instantly gains 5 health. He instantly gains +1 up to 5 health. And let's say he's getting hit by 1. Or even by 2, doesn't matter. Let's say by 1. Okay? So then he's theoretically like at 4 out of 5. If I'd move him away from any wizard, then he'll switch back to 4 out of 4 or to 3 out of 4. And when I'll move him back to the Crimson Wizard, will he like get to 5 out of 5 again, or will he be down to 4, or what? And the good thing is that I'm not doing anything right now, so you don't notice it. But something is fucked up again and I'm down to 7 frames per second. What the fuck is wrong with you, game? Game? I demand answers. Look how the thing is scrolling. God damn it. What is wrong with you? I'll be right. Should be fine. I have really no idea why are those occasional frame drops happening. They just do happen, I don't know why. I literally have no idea why the fuck those happen. Not at all, nada. Yeah, just because sometimes it's working fine. Sometimes it's dropping me down to, come on. I'm dropping below 10 frames again, I don't know, why is that? What is wrong with you, game? Yeah, it should have itself fixed. Oh, and suddenly we popped up to over 60 and dropped below 10 again. What the is wrong with you? Oh, God. And the stupidest thing about this is that both of the things, I mean, both CPU and the memory seem totally unaffected. I mean, not totally, but mildly unaffected. And in most cases it's working nicely, so I don't know what is wrong with it. Anyway, yeah, back to the Crimson Apprentice and the Crimson Wizard, so I'm not sure how the healing works. Yeah, that's the thing, and yeah, well, I kind of would like to say that, in my opinion, Crimson Wizard's special ability, it doesn't really enhance Beastman creatures, but it rather enhances other wizards. Oh look, they have a spelling error here. It says Wzard. Wzard. I'm not even sure how I should pronounce it. Wzard. Not wizard. Wzard. They are missing an I here. Lol. So yeah, anyway, it rather than enchanting your beastmans, it enchants your wizards. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Hello. Wizards. Oh my god, I don't know why I find this so funny, but I do. Yeah, that's how I was saying. It rather enhances your wizards, god damn it, wizards. It rather enhances your wizards, giving them ability to give your beastman swift and +1 health, but yeah, in like, he himself does nothing straight to the beastman. If you kind of follow the way I think, you got it. Hopefully you got it. Yeah, I don't. My brain is sometimes working on a kind of a different level of consciousness. Anyway, on Friday we'll having Giselle. What is she? Invoker of Hope. Right? Giselle, Invoker of Hope, right, I remember correctly. So, Giselle, Invoker of Hope. Anyway, I just backspaced the L by accident, but it's not a problem. Giselle, Invoker of Hope. So, she's actually presented down here with the base set 1 icon, though she can be acquired from the Time of Renewal, aka you can use her in the standard format. That's not a problem at all. Increase stuff, draw a card that are typical, discard the card, heal all damage from 2 target creatures, and that's all. And this is worth mentioning because even though she starts with mere 18 health, oh my gosh, she's 2 health short. Well, starts with no what is called? Starts with no destiny, though I think I was talking about it. Now I'm not sure whether I was talking about it in the last week's video, or was it by the chance in one of the videos I get to prepare for the days I'll be away. Anyway, yeah, back in base set 1, long before base set 2, there were some before base set 2 and the update that fucked up the game, there was a few heroes who started with no might, some magic and 1 destiny, and I think she was amongst them. Though since they fucked up the game and make the starting player in a huge disadvantage, you know, not letting him to increase any of his stats in his first turn, and furthermore, yeah, not letting him increase any things in the first turn, and you know, leaving you totally useless and stuff. Basically, what they did, they found that, you know, leaving heroes with no might, most creatures, I'm not gonna say all because there are creatures that require nothing, But most creatures, even those the weakest one-cost creatures, they require you to have at least 1 might. So, you know, if you cannot increase any of your stats in your first turn, then you're totally fucked up, to say the least. So, you know, they were like, you know, we cannot leave them without any option to play, because this will leave certain heroes in a total disadvantage. So they kinda switched, removed their 1 destiny and gave them 1 might instead. More about the Jezil herself. So the Jezil has nice magic schools of light and air combined with prime. So regarding prime, I would be cautious using prime magic with a deck that contains no prime creatures, and as far as I remember, there is not much Haven prime creatures. I'm not gonna say there is no prime Haven creatures. I'm not sure about the glories, though it is possible that glories will be rather light than... Actually, screw this. Glory. Yup. Glories are light rather than prime, so now I have a huge doubts about the prime Haven creatures. Let's take a brief look at the Haven creatures and see if there's anything prime. Prime has a few useful spells in general, like this spell or some sort of magic block thing. I don't remember the exact name of the thing, but basically it's an ongoing spell. You drop it, and whenever your opponent is about to drop an instant spell, I think, it blocks this spell or something like this. Ooh, Blind Justicar. Interesting card. Enters the battleground, choose a target friendly creature, deal damage to target enemy creature equal to the first creature's retaliation. Really interesting. Really, really interesting. So apparently no prime creatures. Yeah, and as far as I can remember, prime has quite a nice selection of spells that to some extent help other prime creatures, like, I don't know, like use this spell, and after using this spell take a target card. No, it was like take 2 target friendly prime creatures from your graveyard and take them to your hand or something like this, and other things that work the best in conjunction with other prime creatures. So yeah, prime goes really nice with prime, though it can be useful for some dispels and stuff. Yeah, it's like I'm really starting to appreciate prime more, because I used to be so neglective about the prime. Yeah, but it can actually pack a punch. So okay, light and air are self-explanatory. Light is dealing a lot of damage to your opponents and healing yourself, while air is about AoE mostly. Yeah, they have quite a few spells that act on less area of effect, of course. Some blocks, some blocks, some blocks. Some debuffs. Oh, this goes for an AoE. Oh, sorry. Well, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Well, actually, not too much yet. But anyway, Ilaf's Breath, so that's kinda debuff / protection. Lightning Curse, adjacent to enchanted creature, deal 4 damage, so it's kind of an AoE. This is a buff. some buffs and AoE buffs and stuff like this. AoE, Shockwave 1. Deal 1 blast damage to all enemy creatures and blah blah blah. Chain Lightning, that's an AoE. Well, Lightning Bolt isn't quite of an AoE, but for example Cyclone is more of an AoE. Father Sky's Wrath, to some extent you could say that it is an AoE, because it affects, actually it affects all the enemies, not really you. Fork Lightning, deal 5 damage to all creatures adjacent to that position. Interesting. Forked Lightning, though I don't think it can be used in standard format anymore. Really powerful and definitely AoE. Yeah, and the light is self-explanatory. Heal, kill all your enemies, or more heal. Some bless. Entrance creature gains +2 attack. Ongoing permanent. Are there any persistent light spells? Doesn't matter. Screw the cards, let's get to dueling. I'm gonna keep rocking the Necro stacks just because I can. This is the best reason for everything. The Lab, Princess of Pain. She's quite painful as second player. Let's say I'd keep this hand. She's quite painful as far as I can remember. Newborn Vampire, bloody brilliant. Want to be able to knock that thing down, though Plague Skeleton would be with ease, because Infect and stuff on the Dragon Crystal. Should I stay or should I go? Oh yeah, but I'd need second Plague Skeleton for... No, I wouldn't need a second Plague... I would need second Plague Skeleton for this. Anyway, let's increase my might. Yeah, because if I drop the Boneyard, it will resurrect the Plague Skeleton, of course, but it wouldn't have the second Plague Skeleton to draw again and again and again and increase the stack size. Should I? Well, the Vampire can't do much about it. Yeah, because even though he'd attack once, we'll regain up to 2 health again, but then of course we'll be back to almost no health at all. Interesting choice. 2 to 4. I need to increase my magic by 2. No need to increase these. If I were to, needs more might, but I will be increasing my might the next turn anyway, so I can just increase my magic right now. Now be really careful about the placement of the things. I'm gonna need to keep this thing at bay, and I'm gonna swarm vampires around there. Destroy friendly demon, deploy a demon from your hand for free, you must still meet his level requirements. I see. And it costs me 2. You fool. You are getting infected. That's the only thing I needed it for. At the end of your turn, take a card at random from your graveyard among all the Necropolis creatures. At the end of your turn! That's worth noting. Should I go for, I don't know, some... Oh look, Fiery Sunrise. Could have used it. The next turn, so I won't be anyway able to deploy neither of these two. But Dance of the Dead. Is there any reason behind dropping the Dance of the Dead? Well, we'll get 5 of these. We'll get 2 of these. Actually, this is not that bad idea. Or should I get the Moonsilk Feathers and render these 2 maniacs a little bit more useless? No, you know what? The maniacs are quite significantly useless anyway. So I can just keep the rotation. Increase my magic. I'll be increasing my might in the next turn anyway. Very interesting choice. Oh. Oh. That was very interesting. For what? Oh, I can start to run the Infinite Skeleton Spearmans. Actually, not with the S, Spearman, singular. Will die anyway. Destroy and do shit about, that's pointless. Fireburst 4, it's pointless. It's also pointless. I'm just gonna increase their usefulness a little bit. Why not? Let's shoot it. Don't really care. Can increase my might and then the turn. Why bother? This will die in a 1 turn anyway. Oh, and he gave up. That's a bummer. I wanted some nicer... I forgot to look how long it took. Roughly 3 minutes, I guess. I'm not sure, should we start another one or not? Yeah, let's go for another one. You know what they say, another one bites the dust. Wonder if it already counted towards my quest victory. Hakim, Seeker of Mystery, so that will be a pain to deal with it. Starting player, I have the gold mines here. No, thank you. Venom Soldiers. Is he having the fiery sunrises in his deck? Yeah, I am surprised, because as far as I'm aware, there are no stacks for Academy. Well, there are the neutral, whatever they are called, some sort of hunters. Increase the size of all friendly skeleton attacks by 1. This will be definitely useful, but definitely not now. Lich Tactician will be definitely useful, but definitely not now. And it costs 2, too expensive. Lake Skeleton. Can Hakim increase the attack of his scholars in any way? Don't remember. Oh, but it leads to a certain death of my Venom soldiers anyway. Why bother? Let's do it this way. 2 melee shooter token wherever I want. Oh my god, I could use a lot of AoE right now. Oh look, another skeleton. Bloody brilliant. He is making a huge mistake out there. He's underestimating the power of stacks. That's what gonna lose him. Yeah, because if I'd get to increasing the stacks like crazy right now, even though he has a solid of 1 to 4 damage right here, for 1 resource I can get up to solid 4 damage down there. Using the Lich Tactician I can get to solid 4 the lot. Or I could drop the reanimation, 1 here and 1 here, and then use the undead reinforcements. Dance of the Dead won't be really that helpful. At least not yet. Though Lich Tactician would be really useful to... Okay. We're reanimating and increasing size of all stacks. End the turn. AoE on him, not too much. Deploy more stacks. Oh look, if I'd use these, they will be up to how much? 4. They have total of 8 right now. 8 plus 4 equals 12. Dude. He really thinks he can survive it. Come on, is dealing only 2 damage, that's not that much. He's down to 3 health right now. Desperately blocking me as much as he can. Oh my, oh my. Oh, look. Isn't that whenever a friendly creature with stackable attacks and enemy creatures increase its size stack by 1? Oh my, oh my. Oh my, oh my. But B-U-T-T, it won't be that easy to penetrate through this. Anyway, though if I were to use the reanimation on these and these, we'll get both of these up to 3. I wonder what will act first in this particular case. I could use some mass destruction spells. He definitely won't help much. Or would he help much? Up to 3, up to 3. No, not much. Necromancer, Reinforcerer. And let's do it. Crap, running out of time. That was close. That was really, really close. Dude, you are dead right now. Bloody brilliant. You know what? I fucking love this deck. Except, I'm pretty sure that's the one I've just dueled. Can make sure in the replays. My head keeps spinning. I think it's just the beginning. My life is going to be beautiful. Yeah, I had to do this because this song is freaking mind raping me. It's like it's stuck in my head for a while now. I may have slightly fucked up the lyrics, but I hope mostly not. And yeah, it gives us the reference for this week's video. Actually, we didn't have a reference in quite a long time, but the thing is still active. You can still compete to get the most points and win. And I finished the quest. That's bloody brilliant. Mercenary, Sanctuary or Heaven. And I have 2 academy quests. Could actually do one with academy. This will get this specialist to 2 out of 5, and then do 3 with Heaven, and I'll finish this and this one at the same time. After having this one finished, that's not that bad idea. Plan for the future, I'd say. But stuff. Yeah. No, I said I supposed to get myself more gold and buy packs and do the opening and deck building and stuff. I'm almost at it though. I don't think I'll be buying Time of Renewal though. Too expensive. It stands still at 20k for a pack. Yup, 20k for a pack. 15k for a pack on these cheaper ones. I don't know. I was really thinking about Sins of Betrayal, because Sins of Betrayal has quite a few cards that I don't have and I would like to have. Griffin Bane, on the other hand, has some cards that I'd like to have more, but I have some of them at least. So Heart of Nightmares is purely for the collectional reasons. Doesn't even work like this. Collectional reasons. I'm not sure about grammatical correctness. Grammatical correctivity. Oh crap. I need 13 cards from Heart of Nightmares to finish the quest. Actually, it's an achievement, not a quest. But anyway, to get all the... Oh my god, I'm at win streak 5. This is ridiculous. That's way too much. Will probably change soon. I need 13 cards to finish the time of the Heart of Nightmares collection, and I don't know what's the replace achievements. I don't know what's the reward for it. Reward, level, series, type, collection. I guess that will be there. Own one of each Inferno card from Heart of Nightmares. Own one of each. Own a copy of every card from Heart of Nightmares. Emilio's Pack 1. 87 out of 100. And Emilio's Pack 1 for having all the cards from any faction from Heart of Nightmares. So Heart of Nightmares, completing Heart of Nightmares will give me a solid of how many it will be. We have 6 factions or 7? How many factions do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factions. So 1 Emilio's pack for each faction, so it's 6 for factions, 1 for having all the cards, and that will grind me up to a total of 7 free Emilio's packs. Mostly heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are heroes, so we have 8 more that are not heroes. Amongst them Hunter, which is color code, which is just uncommon, so it's quite surprising that I don't have any of these yet. Besides that, I also need 1 Damran, Chosen of the Thorns, and he's epic, so it may be quite difficult to get him. Zephyria, Chosen of the Winds, again epic, so difficult to get them, so that's a couple of epics right now. Oh, Putrid Dragon is from Heart of Nightmares, interesting. This is rare, so that's not that bad. This is Mass Inner Flame, so it's the 3rd card below the epic rank. Fissure, again rare, 4th. 6th, Sacrificed Walls. Friendly creatures and buildings cannot be targeted. And is there one more, or am I done? And a Makeshift Shelter. So that's interesting. I seem to have 6 cards below the epic level of rarity, and only 2 epics, but well, with 5 heroics. So heroes are even rarer than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, heroes are even rarer than the epics as far as I'm aware. So that's quite a bummer. If I were to buy this all with the wild cards, okay, these are expensive. If I were to buy everything besides heroes with wild cards, well, come on, 5 times 6, it's 30, 50, 80 cards, roughly 80 wild cards to get all these heroes. This is ridiculous. Um... Bullshit. So it's 4. Okay, 216. So actually they cost as much as heroes. Let's don't count them. Let's stay at 4. 4 plus 8, 12. 12 plus 4, 16. 16 plus 8, 24. 24 plus 8 gives us 32. And 32 plus 8 gives us solid 40. So it's 40 without heroes and epics. How high did I get? 80 with the heroes. So it will be 120 plus a couple of epics. Impossible to get even with this quite an insane amount of wildcards I have right now. Maybe if I'll be down to 1 hero or 2, then maybe I'll, you know, grab them with the wildcards, but otherwise, no. The worst case scenario, what is the most common card from the Heart of Nightmares that I have? I have 10 Crimson Apprentices. Apprentici? What is the plural of apprentice? And I guess this one will be the most common card I have from Heart of Nightmares. And I have 10 Sacrificial Pits, so as common as the stupid Crimson Apprentices, Apprentici, whatever is the plural form of apprentice. Yeah, the worst case scenario is that after, you know, betting a ridiculous amount of those cards, I could just head over to the Infernal Pit and burn them. Right now we're having Observatory. Tory. I don't know, I'm constantly spelling D there. Observatory. That was better. Search your library for a fortune card and put it into your hand, shuffle your library. Yeah, maybe we'll be able to get some nice premium shiny hero or something. Or some epic. Anyway, yeah, well... Ooh, Commander 62. With a little bit of honest work, I could become Lord Commander in no time at all. Anyway, that will be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, share, comment, and this stuff. Thanks for watching, and yeah. And be careful with those private messages. Okay? Yeah, be safe. Once again, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week. Take care.